As one of the holders of the world economy, China has a number of interesting facts that many people need to know. The country led by Xi Jinping has its own uniqueness that may not be found in other countries, like the rules and habits of the people who are considered eccentric in everyday life. For those of you who want to visit, there's nothing wrong with knowing interesting things about the bamboo curtain country. So, what are the interesting facts about China? XRP Zone has summarized from various sources. But before starting to the main discussion, I really appreciate it if you have subscribed to this small channel. Thank you. China is a country located in East Asia. The capital of China is Beijing. China is the largest country in the world by population. About 1.44 billion people live in this country. The official state language of China is Mandarin. Mandarin is the language with the largest number of native speakers. China today is a country with the fastest growing economy in the world. Their culture is very old, making China one of the world's superpowers whose strength must be reckoned with. There are many unique and interesting facts about China. Let's learn together. XRP Zone. Number 1. China is considered a country that has the oldest and longest civilization. They can be considered a developed country because it is estimated that 6,000 years BC was the beginning of the rise of Chinese civilization. China is also considered to be the world's longest-serving written language. Number 2. China is the 4th largest country in the world after Russia, Canada, and the United States. China has an area of 3,719,275 square miles, slightly less than the United States, and the length of its territorial boundaries with other countries is more than 117,445 miles. Approximately 5,000 islands are off the coast of China. Number 3. The fortune cookies we know today are not traditional Chinese culture. This cake was created in 1920 by a worker at the Ki-Heung Noodle Factory in San Francisco. Number 4. Tissue paper was invented in China in the late 1300s. At first, it was reserved for emperors only. Number 5. It was the Chinese who invented paper, the compass, gunpowder, and the printing press. No wonder the Chinese nation used to be called the most advanced country in the world. Number 6. The Chinese invented kites about 3,000 years ago. They used kites to frighten their enemies during battle, and Marco Polo lived 1254 to 1324 wrote that kites are also used to predict the success of a journey. Number 7. Despite its vast territory, China consists of only one time zone. Compare with Indonesia, which has 3 time zones. Number 8. The giant panda dates back to 3 million years. At the beginning of the reign of the Emperor of China kept pandas to ward off evil spirits and natural disasters. Panda is also considered a symbol of passion and courage. Number 9. For the Chinese, the color white is more considered a symbol of mourning and death than the color black. Number 10. The custom of leg binding was started by women in the entertainment world and members of the Chinese court during the Song dynasty. The bandages that were tied so tightly gradually fractured the bones in the arches of the feet, so that the women's toes and heels grew inward towards each other. Their leg muscles are also very stressed and become very thin. Tiny feet are considered to have a high level of sensuality. Number 11. Apparently why the Chinese people like to use chopsticks. Because historians predict that with the increasing population, humans have to save fuel for cooking by cutting ingredients into small pieces so they cook quickly. These one size fits all meals eliminated the use of cutlery and encourage the creation of chopsticks. Number 12. In 130 AD, Zhang Heng, an astronomer and scholar of literature, created the first device that could detect earthquakes. The machine is capable of detecting and determining the direction of an earthquake. Number 13. It was customary for wealthy men and women in the last imperial era to leave the little fingernails very long as a sign of degree. They even wore gold and silver embellished nail protectors to protect their nails. Number 14. The Three Valleys Power Plant Dam stretches along the Yangtze River and is the largest dam in the world. This dam is also the most controversial in the world because it is full of corruption, human rights violations, technological problems, and causes drastic environmental changes. Number 15. The Chinese Emperor Shennong was also created in 2737 BC, and a tea leaf fell into his hot water. The Chinese people consider tea as a food which is a mandatory drink. Number 16. The Chinese have been producing silk fabric since 3000 BC. The Romans called the country of China Serica, which means country of silk. The Chinese strictly guarded the secret of silk production, and anyone caught in the act of smuggling silkworm eggs or cocoons out of China would be sentenced to death. Number 17. The oldest paper in the world came from China in the 2nd or 1st century BC. Paper is very strong and is sometimes used to make clothing and even light protective clothing. Number 18. The Chinese were the first to use contraception in the 3rd century. Well, maybe because at that time the population also had many times hair. Those were the unique facts about China. There is something really strange and never imagined before. With all its uniqueness, China remains one of the countries visited by many tourists. Learning history as well as the lives of indigenous Indians will be an unforgettable experience. If you like this video, please leave a like, comment and subscribe ZRP Zone for others videos. Thanks for watching.